So now I'm going to show you how to actually create a carousel. So this is going to blow your mind. No, it's not. It's like everything on Canva. It is super simple when you know what you're doing. So the first thing to do is to create whatever it is. So if I was going to create a carousel for LinkedIn, for example, then I would create a LinkedIn post. I'm going to create an Instagram carousel because I create Instagram posts for all of my demonstrations. So the first thing to think about is to get your branding on it. So I'm going to pop my logo on it because I want people to associate this exciting bit of information that I'm going to give with my business. So I want to build this brand awareness. So then the next thing to think about is how to hook people in. So what you want people to do ultimately is to swipe through that carousel. So what's gonna make them do that? So a really interesting hook. So for example, I might say, oh, 5 top tips for using social media for your small business. So that could be my hook. So small business owners are likely to be interested in that. So we might make this look a little bit a little bit nicer, I think. Just we're just spacing it. So 5 top tips. I'm going to make that bold. I'm going to change the color into my orange. And we're going to do small business in bold and in blue. So what I would also do is have an image in the background. So let's just use some Canva images. If you've got your own marketing images, then I would definitely recommend using those. But let's just say let's use this bakery one. Let's set that as the background, and we're just going to make it a little bit more transparent so that we can see. There we go. So 5 top tips for using social media for your small business. So then as we swipe through these slides, they are going to be the 5 top tips. So the easiest way to do this is to, if we duplicate that page, and then we're going to have pages that are exactly the same. So that logo is going to be in exactly the same place. The You can keep the background image the same if you want to, or you could change it for each individual slide. You don't have to have a an image. You could just have a color, or it could just be plain white. It is completely your preference. So the first top tip I would say is number 1, be consistent. Oh, consistent, I can't spell. Just change that into black. And then we're going to make another one. So we're going to duplicate it. So number 2 is, what would top tip number 2 be? Be authentic. And then we would go again. So you can see where this is going. It's just building up these slides. Know your audience. I think that's a really key one. Engage. That is a vital one. Engaging with your audience is absolutely vital. And then what would our 5th top tip be? Number 5 would be know where you're going. So this is about having a plan, so what you actually want to achieve with your social media. So they may not be the best top tips I've ever written for social media, but you get the idea. So now we have got these graphics that people could swipe through. So I would, if you're creating a carousel, then I would recommend that you have people swipe through them. And there's a reason for that. And it is because if they take the action to swipe, it's seen as an engagement on social media. And as we know, social media thrives on engagement. So we can encourage people to swipe. So if we look for a swipe and just look in the graphics, then it even tells people to swipe. So we could just pop this little graphic on to say, swipey swipe, do that for us. So it encourages people to swipe. So that is super simple. And then when we go to download it, so if we have created an Instagram post like I have, then we're going to save it as a PNG. And then, as you can see, there are multiple pages. So it's going to give us multiple pages to upload. So when we upload it, we are going to have them all in order for people to swipe through. So they're individual graphics that people can swipe through. So it's like having more than one photo on a post. It's just that these photos are taking people on a little journey of information giving. So super simple. If you were creating it for LinkedIn, then you can save it as a PDF. And then when you upload the PDF, again, it will give that option to swipe through. So it's super simple to create carousels. If you want to create an animated one, so one that people don't have to swipe through, then you create the graphics in exactly the same way, but you just add animations in between. So if we just hover in between, and we're just going to create, maybe let's do the slide, and we'll apply that between all the pages. And now you can see people aren't having to swipe through this, it swipes through on its own. So you can create that as well. And then when you go to save that, instead of saving it as a PNG or a PDF, then you would just save it as an MP4. So that would be a video. So when you upload it, you are uploading a video instead of a static image. So there you go. That is carousels for you. Super simple. Let me know if you've got any questions, and I look forward to seeing your carousels in the future.